Thank you for returning to the channel. Do see yourself able to maintain composure and remain calm when stuck in a traffic congestion, or dealing with an uncomfortable discussion with your supervisor, or even handling an individual's crises. Here are 10 life lessons that will fix 94% of your problems, starting with step 1. According to Stoicism, the one and only thing we have any say over is our own minds. Everything else, like climate change, economic growth, and the actions of other people, are beyond our control. By embracing this truth, we are able to put an end to the worry and dissatisfaction that results from attempting to influence factors outside our control. Reaching Stoicism also helps us concentrate on the aspects within our sphere of influence, like our integrity and behavior. By making every effort to lead a good life, we have the power to build a feeling of tranquility and fulfillment that does not rely on external factors. If you haven't by now, please hit the subscribe button and make yourself unlimited forever. Now for the next topic, acceptance, a key to success. Second lesson on disposal, the power of embracing the intricate web of life. A small number of Stoic philosophers reached the regal height thought that helped control their lives. Groundbreaking wisdom is frequently etched into the everlasting monuments of meditations. Over time, these principles of Stoicism resonate through his writings, shedding light on particularly strong principles of embracement. You can lead yourself via an in-depth examination of the human condition. His perspective on life's trials is a perpetual symphony of highs and lows. In this constantly changing ebb and flow, there are actual external factors that we do not control. Marcus Aurelius's activities as a leader reflect his eloquent defense of the virtue of embracing these unchangeable realities. To embrace stoically means to accept the fact that life is full of surprises and transience, and to liberate ourselves from the ties that bind to certain results. We proceed in tandem with the universe's eternal beat in adherence to Marcus Aurelius's teachings. Make mindfulness a routine. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily life. Revered Stoic thinkers, whose insights over the years shed light on important advice for anyone trying to relax and maintain calmness when facing life's disruptions, emphasize mindfulness. According to the Stoics, mindfulness is our North Star, leading us to the coast of right now, providing a haven from the unrelenting chaos of unfulfilled desires. Looking ahead, questions about the core of mindfulness invite us to practice living in the present moment, completely engrossed in the here and now on a deep level of consciousness. It is a remedy for the disease of obsessive thinking, a mind that is always racing with regrets of the past and fears of the future. The Stoic principles of Seneca invite us to pay tribute to the depth and grace in the here and now, acknowledging that when it comes to authentic existence, mindfulness training does not limit itself to life's remarkable moments. It reaches out to the everyday and ordinary, soliciting that we observe the fabric of existence while keeping a sharp eye on everything from the extraordinary to the apparently little. By doing so, we escape the suffocating grip of remorse and the crippling influence of concern. This unwavering awareness is a priceless instrument for maintaining serenity within. The path to the valuable is paved with clarity, linking us to the deep simplicity of the current moment. It allows us to completely take part in the here and now, to enjoy every moment, and to take deep breaths of the wonder that reveals itself with each pulse. When we engage in focused meditation, we envision a sanctuary that remains eternal, where inner calmness is fostered and poise is nurtured via the ebb and flow of life. Build your strength up. Stamina across the expansive terrain of timeless wisdom, the keys to overcoming adversity. Just like an anthem that echoes, echo is Epicurus, the Stoic thinker, a master educator who speaks up. Share with us the deep skill of facing, in the face of persistent perseverance. In the face of enormous hardship, is not a formidable adversary. yet a sharp tool that creates our unique personality. Rigidity, which has its origins in life's inherent structure, communicates the essential reality that obstacles are the fabric and thread of living. Stoics, exemplifying this knowledge, do not see hardship as a barrier. Instead of being a cause of pain, it is a pivotal moment that refines while honing their internal. Do not wilt, the metal Epicus implores, despite life's inevitable storms. Stable as an unmoving oak, untouched by the storm of the tempest. Herein resides the Stoic viewpoint, deeply understanding that it is irrelevant to the circumstances at hand. Rather, our decisions, responses, and options available to us succeed when faced with challenges that it is the lens that has the ability to disturb us, which we see the challenges that life throws at us, influences our internal peace to develop the character trait of Stoicism, to go on one's own growth and to identify challenges rather than a scourge. Stoicism may serve as a mentor. Shows us in the crucible of struggle we learn the full scope of our power, and we must face bravely navigating life's challenges and unfaltering fortitude that allows us to. Comparable to tempered steel that has personality, strengthened by the challenges we have faced. The unwavering stance in the face of hardship complements the unwavering faith in personal agency epic. Paul tells us in his letter to the Romans to take on obstacles without fear, but with the bravery of a combatant, because it is when we answer unexpected occurrences that we manage to. Sacredness of our own serenity and stability. Resilience is a gift that enables Stoics to weather the storms of life. Sees with a steadfast, unfaltering stare despite the most tumultuous severe weather. Lesson 5. Decide on. Please select an answer. Epictetus, the heroic, stoic, wise old soul whose knowledge has gone over the record of history, leaves us with an important lesson with immense worth: freedom of choice in how we react. Within the framework of Stoicism, this lecture acts as a rock-solid foundation illuminating our way over violent oceans of life. Epicus, with steadfast belief, conveys the reality even while the winds of public opinion may linger after we've taken control of the helm, that is completely within our... Understand this, he believes, is the core within the sacred space of Stoicism, where tranquility and poise predominate, the most powerful locust unwaveringly inside one's own mind. Principles based on deep autonomy celebrates the power of the way we deal with the many difficulties that arise in this hallowed place. That the Stoic qualities of knowledge and bravery, guidelines are provided by justice and temperance, a celestial light showing the way to upholding the internal peace. Epicus joins us with his wise advice to reflect on how we get at our verdicts, in particular responses inside Through this, the crucible of hardship contemplation brings us to a state of deep reality that we are in possession of. Precious gift of free will, the capacity to carefully plan our reactions to the plethora of unrelated events that take place in a life lived with Stoicism. Wisely navigating the ups and downs of life is like a brushstroke painted by an artist of life. It's about finding a path, the Stoic qualities to guide our replies. Take on the challenges of life by using the knowledge of wise men and women, bravery of heroes, righteousness is fairness, and the moderation of those who walk the trail. Inner mastery, the arsenal of the Stoics, loaded with Epicus's sage advice, is a secure sanctuary of serenity, unshaken by, faced with the most intense tempests, by self-aware decision-making and congruence with Stoic values. Together we can protect our patience when things are tough. A call to clarity from the Stoics to navigate winding paths across existence with. The Crucible's characters exhibit poise and endurance. Through deliberate action, we come upon the crucible and permanent internal. Rule 6 of peace, never exceed. Cut down on obsessive wants aspirations inside the glorious fabric of timeless knowledge, entwined with strands of virtue and reason, the counsel on moderation, a Stoic ideal, remains while standing alone as a masterwork, a wise man for the deep intellectual pieces he wrote on. Ethics and self-improvement, Seneca shares with us an insight into paramount centrality, a lesson that encourages us to rein in the raging urges, the danger that might overwhelm our serenity within. At the essence of a Stoic's view is that wild whims, like raging oceans, can set our life on a different course, abandoning us to an eternal cycle of unrest and dissatisfaction. The resolute wise men, as they persistently seek out. At peace, they acknowledge the dangers of greed, a desire for power and wealth that extends much beyond required for virtuous living and knowledge. Seneca, resonating with the Stoic expression, conveys his knowledge grounded in. It is believed that genuine happiness sets up residence in the holy place of restricted wants. It teaches us that, inspires us to find our way through winding paths across life with, directing us with moderation on the way to the inner tranquil harbor. Tranquility, the Stoic way, as shown by Seneca's words of wisdom, encourage us to streamline our heart's yearnings for nothing less than necessary for an upright life. Virtue and fidelity, in this reduction we find the priceless treasures of happiness, peace and quiet unaffected by the whims of fate from without. Stoic discipline of avoiding over desires becomes the driving force behind making sure. Being level-headed and peaceful, place it inside the confines of this time-honored knowledge that is deeply held belief that the passionate effort on worldly treasures is simply a passing fancy. Mirage and the actual treasures reside within, waiting to be unearthed. Seneca's teachings stand as an everlasting testament to the Stoic devotion to inner mastery and moderation in desire-making, leading to a road that terminates in the hallowed sanctuary inside the Lesson 7, Be Serene, Act virtuously. Do good deeds. The character of Stoicism, as fostered and beloved by the remarkable Stoics Epicurus, Seneca, and other thinkers, stands as a steadfast home of Marcus Aurelius's dedication to doing what is right. This resides centrally inside this lengthy philosophy, which includes the Stoic values of temperance, knowledge, bravery, and justice. These serve as our North Star, leading us to a life characterized by inner calm. Within the vibrant fabric of timeless sagacity, the virtues occupy a sacred spot. They serve as the linchpins that invite us to traverse the turbulent waters of existence. Flows gracefully and wisely via these qualities, forever recorded in the history of Stoic philosophy. They are more than just concepts. They represent the foundation on which the Stoic principle of coexisting peacefully with the unfolding of nature and the cosmos depends. Knowledge, the initial of these qualities, shines like a light. Wisdom shedding light on the way, and judgment requires us to grow in one's comprehension of the universe and humanity's role in it. The Stoic wise men and women like Epictetus realized that knowledge serves as the bedrock for all wise people. Cultivating additional virtues like bravery acts as the watchful guardian of our moral character. It summons us to the defense of our moral character, facing the difficulties of life with the unwavering determination of the Stoic. Verbal fortitude does not imply a lack of dread, but overcoming it is the boundless resolve to wrestle and overcome challenges with inner strength. Seneca, in his lectures, praises that bravery is crucial, while building a persona characterized by tenacity and steadfast determination. Justice, the third virtue, triumphs over the unyielding road. It exhorts us to live in conformity with the values of equity and principles of virtue advocated by the Stoics. Using the well springs as a catalyst, our pursuit of justice leads us to judgments grounded in fairness. Doing what is right guarantees that we are fulfilling the moral cosmos, promoting internal tranquility and serenity. Temperance ultimately protects moderation and self-control. It calls on us to manage our wants, because moderation allows us to find the path to authentic happiness. Seneca, in his writings, stresses how crucial it is to streamline our heart's aspirations and pursue just what is crucial to living a good life. With moderation of our wants, we find the relaxation source, regardless of outside control. These qualities, supported by several Stoic thinkers, intersect to mold a lifetime that displays the Stoic principle they advocate for. In the role of our guiding light, navigating the waves of life with poise and knowledge, the unwavering tranquility that comes from following these dedicated qualities enables them to influence all that we do and think. Be cool and collected at all times, mirroring the unwavering will to live in mosaic harmony and ethically. Virtues embodying Stoicism are the dynamic hues that make up a person's life story, coexisting with the truth that does not change. Appreciate how transient life is. The fleeting essence of existence in the beautiful, timeless poetry of his contemplations, Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and emperor, explores deeply into one's very being. Serving those in transit, his lessons prove the insight that understanding the dynamic character of being is an important base for retaining composure and calm manner, as seen via the prism of Stoicism. As espoused by Marcus Aurelius, this instruction might be among the most crucial to attaining inner peace. He encourages us to begin a philosophical path that requires admitting the fleeting features of existence. The unwavering acknowledgement of its truth is frequently known as the fleeting nature of life's inherent characteristics. Instead of being a source of despair, it provides a solid foundation that can add depth to our being. This lesson emphasizes the realization that very little pertaining to the field of human experience, whether it's the good times or the bad, remains constant amidst the ever-changing tides. The ever-evolving tapestry of life, the unmoving sage, gracefully moves with the cosmic waltz. On the other hand, Marcus Aurelius stresses the need of relieving oneself of the burden of ties to those transient instances that gleam like celestial bodies. Spread out like a celestial body and its constituent parts, items that capture our interest for a moment, he shows us how to savor these experiences and things. They enter our life, but they must also be released when the time comes to leave. When we do this, we discover an internal, secure haven where one may relax and unwind, resistant to the outside storms. Realizing that everything is transitory, just as Marcus Aurelius advocates, heals the spirit by enabling us to consider the ups and downs of existence, freeing us from the shackles of stress caused by clinging to what transpired during or after. Following this stern advice, we transform into craftspeople who build our resilience, creating an individual characterized by perseverance through adversity. In the unavoidable shifts in comprehension of life's impermanence, we craft the path to an intense awareness of one's own calmness. We acknowledge that our ability to maintain tranquility and poise overrides fluctuations in external situations. It remains a constant, much as the stars that keep on gleaming amid the darkness of space, regardless of ephemeral clouds that float by. Inspired by Marcus Aurelius's Stoic insight, we are encouraged to embrace the sunshine this comprehension provides us with. It gives us the chance to appreciate the little things in life with a steadfast commitment to the interior peace. Gratitude and its importance. Lesson 9 on peace. The importance of gratitude within the intricate web of Stoic philosophy is intertwined with insight and perseverance. A treasure gleams with deep understanding of the worth of gratitude for promoting this lesson. Seneca, a prominent figure in Stoicism, showed the way to enlighten others. Philosophers taught happiness and inner peace, regardless of the difficulties we face in life. It leads us to rejoice in both the successes and, moreover, the difficulties it faces. Since it is via the prism of appreciation that we discover stillness while storm clouds roll in, Seneca, in his articles devoted to the idea of appreciation, eloquently championed the benefits. He urged us to refocus, redirecting our focus from potential deficiencies to abilities. Our focus must be on the here and now, and to welcome cherished moments that often go unrecognized. In this unmoving state, we find a powerful instrument for maintaining a deep understanding of one's harmony. Paramount to Seneca's ideas regarding being thankful serves as a subtle reminder that the expression of gratitude is not conditional on all of our material goods, but instead relying on our capacity to discern the many sorts of benefits in this life. Being grateful is more than just saying thank you. It's a deep recognition that even in the midst of the storm's wrath, a sanctuary of serenity can be discovered by developing a perspective of appreciation. With appreciation, we realign our perspective on life, coming to understand the charm of the commonplace. In the face of hardship, the value of each passing second becomes clear. The Serbian proverb tells us to be happy with what we currently have, acknowledging that life's precious gems are not goods to be learned, but rather to be first-hand valued for what they are. Seneca, who serves as a protector, teaches us to be at peace with ourselves. Continually pondering the gifts that have been a part of our journey thus far, gratitude turns out to be an elixir. It changes the fundamental components of despair and yearning towards the precious metal of happiness and calmness at times of adversity. A spirit filled with appreciation steadfastly discovers resilience in the face of challenges. Despite adversity, it grows, finding sustenance in thankfulness's deep well. In Stoic philosophy, the appreciation's worth is a constant friend who leads the way to a serene feeling. It lifts us out of the storms of life, revealing the tranquility that exists in welcoming the gifts, regardless of their diminutive or seemingly insignificant nature. Dwarfed by the knowledge that Seneca imparts, we learn that thankfulness goes beyond a simple reaction to the pleasures of life. While wholeheartedly embracing the allure discovered in the face of adversity, each minute, with each inhalation and exhalation, each beating heart rate and each passing second, we uncover numerous possibilities to explore the gold mines of appreciation. The Stoic legacy of Seneca invites us to delight in the here and now, not despite the difficulties encountered in life, but because of them. It encourages us to relish in the splendor all around us. It is in this brilliant activity that we find a deep understanding of peace and serenity, even in the middle of storms. Life lesson number 10, never stop learning. Continually expand your knowledge. In addition to unfolding within the intricate web of wisdom, Stoicism is intertwined with strands of perseverance and moderation. We discover a luminous lesson that invites us to be forever curious and open to learning.